So the other day I talked about Google Gemini and how of all the GPT-like service providers, it provided the best value, the best bang for your buck. One of the features I mentioned was Notebook LLM. Hopefully behind me will be Notebook LLM. And one thing I like about it is that from what I can tell, it's basically Google's implementation of RAG, where they give you a small model and they limit the information that's inside of that model to what you provide to it. This is useful because what you can do is basically get known sources of truth or valid information, feed it into the model, prompt it for questions, and the answer it spits back out to you will be better. So if you want to learn about Azure, you get a couple of different Azure books that cover a range of different subjects. Maybe you visit the Azure GitHub and you download the PDFs for those specific articles. And from there, you can just prompt the LLM and it's going to give you pretty accurate answers. And the cool thing about Notebook LLM is inside of the Notebook LLM window, it gives you sources from the material you provided it, which is brilliant, right? And it's not just good for studying Azure. Let's say you have a motorcycle manual. Just by feeding it into Notebook LLM, that manual is now interactive and you can pull information and basically search the whole book immediately. You can also scrape the web page of that motorcycles forum and then feed hundreds of forum docs into Notebook LLM. Now, when you search for forums or issues with that motorcycle, you don't just get the responses from Notebook LLM, but you get the entire forum's responses or several forum responses if you really want to go deep and gather the information. So when you ask about an issue, you're not just asking the technical document, but you're also asking hundreds of other people who have faced the same issue a question as well. So it's like Google, but Google narrowed down specifically to exactly what you want it for. It's pretty cool stuff.